Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a rug pull by the SEC in terms of the spot ETFs that have been waiting for approval for Litecoin, Solana, ADA, and DOGE. So they were very close to getting approved. Actually, October 2nd was the required date for Litecoin, which was literally in 2 days on Thursday. They were required to kind of give their approval or delay or denial of the Litecoin ETF, the spot ETF. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I've been talking to Grok for a little bit and we're going to get the answer on what's going on. But first thing, what do we got going on for Bitcoin? So we had a very nice rally off the lows. We put in a higher high. So I am thinking that we are maybe going to put in now a higher low as well, but we could potentially still sweep the lows that we put in place, what was that, a week ago-ish. So I think we could still come down here. I have some orders down near the bottom for some of these coins. ENA is one that I am already hit my order and is open. It was kind of funny because I opened it here, closed it, opened it, closed it, made a nice little 400 bucks there. So now we are down testing the bull market support band. So we are seeing a little bit of, I'm assuming Bitcoin dominance is looking like it's wanting to bottom for a little bit here. So here we go. It looks like we are trying to bottom on Bitcoin dominance. Maybe we will come back up and retest this. And this could be through a pullback in the whole market, or it could be through a rally for Bitcoin. So either way, Bitcoin dominance can go up. It does have a kind of a green box, if you can see it here, for the Camel Finance indicator, saying that there should be a low sometime in this window, which is beginning of October. So maybe we see a pump into the beginning of October and then another dump down. I don't think we're going to be making a new high or anything for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Who knows what will happen? But anyways, that's kind of what's going on in the markets right now. Also, the kind of crypto related stocks did very well yesterday. I think one of the biggest ones was Mara up 16%, Bitfarms up 11%. So those were looking very good. Now, what do we got going on for these ETF approvals? What do we have here? So I said, will the change in ETF filings for Litecoin delay past the October 2nd date? So originally they were basically required to respond for it. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, has recently directed issuers of proposed spot ETFs for Litecoin and other altcoins, including XRP, Solana, ADA, DOGE, to withdraw their existing 19B4 exchange rule change filings. So they basically said that they approved a generic listing standards, which everyone was like, oh, this is so bullish, but it did kind of remove that window for a lot of these coins that have been waiting for approval here, that unify the criterias for listing crypto ETFs on exchanges, eliminating the need for case-by-case approvals. Okay, so which before that had a deadline of 240 days, which I think we were getting close to. Under the updated framework, issuers now only need to file and secure approval for an S1 registration statements with the SEC. So there was one, Canary Capital, that had one for October 2nd. The decision deadline under this is no longer applies. So it basically, literally right before it happened, we got rug pulled by the SEC. They said, never mind, withdraw this. We're just going to go through the S1 review. So now it's solely waiting on S1, which could take an indeterminate amount of time, potentially weeks or months, depending on SEC priorities and external factors like a possible U.S. government shutdown. Apparently 69% chance likelihood for October 1st. While the shift is intended to accelerate long-term ETF launches by simplifying procedures, it effectively removes the October 2 deadline. So making a delay past that date highly likely in the short term. RIP. So that's quite unfortunate, at least in terms of we were going to have the approval very soon, and now it seems like it's not going to happen, at least on that date. But now maybe we get these all a little quicker, or maybe we get them later. Who knows? It's kind of just up to the SEC, which kind of sucks. They were kind of in a corner where they needed to approve them by X date, and then now that does not look to be happening here. So situation is identical for Solana, ADA, Dogecoin, XRP, etc. So they've withdrawn those and issued on September 29th. So now we have this generic listing standards, which is good, I guess, in general, but it basically said like there was like a couple of criteria, like if you were if you've been active for X amount of time. I don't even remember what was the generic listing standards. Let's ask real quick. What are the generic listings? So approved set of criteria. It was basically asset eligibility, must trade on at least one regulated U.S. market or a platform with a comprehensive surveillance sharing agreement with the listing exchange. For example, Sol, ADA, DOGE must have futures or spot markets on platforms like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange CME Group or other SSA compliant. ETFs must use qualified custodians, Coinbase, Gemini to securely hold them. It also must follow anti-money laundering and KYC regulations. So net asset value must be calculated using transparent real-time pricing from approved spot or futures markets. Exchanges must, yeah, okay, there we go. So a lot of just like kind of general things. And here we go. So why it matters for Litecoin, Sol, ADA, and Doge. This could accelerate launches with analysts estimating 80 to 95% approval odds by the end of the year. Now, the end of the year is a lot longer than October 2nd because October 2nd was Thursday. So people kind of said like this is a good thing, but I don't know that it was really a good thing. Now, at least there's like generic now, it's like it kind of gives like a generic. Maybe it will be easier for them to approve them because they don't need to go through each one specifically. They just have like these general guidelines, and if they follow it, then boom, we have that. I think there was also some trusts that are looking to get converted, so I don't really know how that comes into it, but yeah. So the S1 filing status for spot ETFs as of September 30th. Litecoin has theirs still from October 2024, so that was a year ago. So they have already filed their S1, is now primary hurdle with no fixed deadline. Doge was from Grayscale September 22nd, Canary September 15th, they did amend it. Grayscale S3 filed from September 9th. That's the conversion that I was talking about from a trust to an ETF, a spot ETF. They have some of these trusts over here on, where was it? Trust. They have all these trusts right here. Grayscale, Bitcoin was the original trust, and then you have Solana, and then you have Litecoin. So these trusts, how have these been doing, by the way, for the last while? So they were down in the dumps for a while down in here. Oh no, that was 2022. Yeah, here we go. So we put in some lows, about $5. Now they've pulled up a little bit. It says there's actually looks like there's a daily and weekly cyclic low soon. So on the Litecoin one. So that was, that's one of the conversions that I was talking about. Oops, that's the liquidation heat map. So that's not what we're talking about. Doge, September 22nd, sorry. Already trading under workarounds, but spot S1 await full approval. Yeah, there was a couple random workarounds that were approved. So there was where did I have these? There was a couple that were approved down in here. Oh, there was a couple. XPR, Doge. There was another one that was like kind of like a basket of goods. So there was a couple of these that, this is the Doge ETF that were kind of apparently approved with workarounds, which are interesting. Fidelity, VanEck. So here we go. Multiple ones for Solana. So Fidelity just only did a Solana. It's interesting because Fidelity allows Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum in their like IRA stuff. And it's funny that they didn't put one here. It's kind of interesting that Fidelity didn't submit one for Litecoin. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, flurry of updates last week. Analysts predict approval within 2 weeks, mid-October. Interesting that the Solana one, now it was funny because the Solana one was not the quickest one, but then now it seems like Litecoin maybe potentially, it doesn't say anything about the estimated time, I guess, for that one. So Solana might come real soon. That'd probably be good for the price of Solana, at least in the short term. Ethereum, when the ETF got approved, it skyrocketed, and then once it went live, it actually dumped. So we'll see what happens there. But ADA also, only grayscale for ADA. Tracks ADA index, SEC decision deadline extended to October 26th. Approval odds 87%. So high odds 90% here. It doesn't mention the odds for Litecoin, but I know that one is quite high. Let's see what are. Let's see what we got here for the approval here. I think it's going to be quite high. So here we go. Unlike for Solana, 90. Wait, what? Poly market. Oh, okay. It just says that there's no short term by Q4. 75 to 85, long term by Q1. So it would be unfortunate if these were pushed into 2026, in my opinion, because then we might get these approved right as like the bull market is potentially ending, you know, if the 4-year cycles continue. So that might be bad for the price, because as soon as they get approved, maybe we get an initial pump, and then when they go live, you know, basically they dump into the bear market. That's kind of what happened to Ethereum. So I don't know. That's kind of unfortunate. Honestly, I'm really disappointed that the SEC kind of just pulled this last minute thing right as the Litecoin ETF was about to get approved. That's kind of garbage. But it is what it is. You know, the SEC is supposed to be super pro crypto and blah, blah, blah. We're going to make America the crypto capital of the world. And then they've just been dragging their feet for years, basically, a whole year now on approving any of these ETFs. You know, we have an Ethereum ETF, which is super centralized compared to stuff like Litecoin. Litecoin is way closer to Bitcoin than Ethereum is. So it's really unfortunate to see this happen. I don't know if they're worried about the small market cap and manipulation from some of these coins, which they can easily be manipulated, but it's just garbage that they're saying, oh, we're going to be so pro crypto, and then they just won't approve anything. So it's like, I don't know, dumb. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. Again, if you want to leverage trade or purchase any spot, I have affiliate links below for Bitunix and Coinbase. Bitunix is probably my favorite exchange. Low fees, even lower fees. I have a new bonus coming for next month that we'll talk about, and you'll get some nice bonuses for signing up for Bitunix. So that'll be cool. That's it for the video. Have a great day. See you guys.